Well, so we raised our children on Maupin for 13 years,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a great house, big house. It looks like a little house, but it's not.
Right.
It's a large house. And so then, after they practically grew up, then we moved to Mitchell Avenue,
Yeah.
624. And we love it. We've been there 33 years.
Wow. So that's and the D's live on one side and the Dunns live on the
Yes,
other side.
yes, yes. And of course, they are fairly new.
No,
They haven't been there 33 years.
no,
No,
no, no.
no. But anyway, we love having them there. We love it.
Well, what are the stories that you think of when you think of growing up here or significant times here?
Well, I played the violin in orchestra from fifth grade. And so one thing I remember is that my boyfriends always carried my violin home for me.
Oh, wow.
Yes, they did. They were so faithful.
And we don't have to name them, but they
No,
were
we don't have to.
faithful, wonderful boys of the neighborhood.
That's right. That's right. And then one of my boyfriends,
Hmm.
I don't mean to say that, but it's
Well,
friends,
okay.
yeah, had a father who was connected with the Salisbury Post, and he also loved to do photography. So he decided to do a movie of the boyfriend and me, and something like Judy Garland and Clark Gable.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting. We enjoyed that. So
Well, where's that movie today?
that movie
Is it buried?
died with the boy's mother.
Oh,
Yeah, she wouldn't let go of it. But but now I have one movie that he made on Second Street in my front yard,
mm-hmm.
and it's interesting.
Oh, is that just neighborhood children together
Yes.
in that? Did you put together a little skit or
Not
storyline, or just a
there,
movie of
just
kids?
the dogs were there playing, and the kids were playing. And oh, but there was another movie that he made. See, they lived on Elm Street. You know where that is?
Oh yes, I walk up and down Elm Street and deliver
Okay.
newsletters
All
and get
right.
other people to deliver
Very
newsletters.
good. Very good. Well, that was Elm Street, and I'll show you.
He lived on it.
I'm having a senior moment.
Oh, we wouldn't have any of those.
Oh, I know. His father, they had a dog with puppies, and his father made good pictures of the little boy playing with the puppies and at the doghouse and everything like that. Some of those things bring back wonderful memories. Yeah, wonderful memories. But then, if you want to skip on to when my husband was in college,
Hmm.
would that be okay?
Well, of course, it's so. Where'd you live then?
We lived out in the other area down Jake Alexander,
Oh, okay.
that
Okay.
direction. But so then, and we also had our baby at that time. But anyway, he was in college, and I saw him through 3 years after he had already been 1 year, but when we got married.
It's called PTA. Put hubby through.
That's it. That's it. And that's what I did. And at that same time, I was taking my year of at Catawba, with the organ thing, and I'd take my little baby to the little nursery every day. Okay, so then I saw him graduate, Sam graduate, and I was so happy. And of course, you have this feeling, now we'll be millionaires.
Well, of course.
Because he's going to have the finest job and everything's going to be so wonderful. Well, guess what? You have a few years, you have to crawl before you can walk.
No, never happened to my wife and I. That's when we turned into vegetarians because beef costs too much.
Well, I'll tell you, we had two families, his family and my family, were in Salisbury. So we had plenty of opportunity to eat at their table.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Wonderful.
that worked out extremely well. He is one of 11 children.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Well, was he from this
yes,
neighborhood as
he's
well?
he's from Carr Street.
Oh, okay.
Carr Street, near Country John School.
Okay. Okay.
Was, and he had half a block to walk to school.
That's not fair.
No, because I had to walk all the way to Wiley.
Oh, that was just terrible. Just terrible. Pain and suffering of childhood. At least you can't say that you walked uphill through 2 feet of snow both ways.
No, I really didn't do that. Well, do you have any more questions for me?
Well, it sounds like fun. How would you say that growing up in this neighborhood and living here, raising your children, how would you say this area, this community, has influenced you so much?
It shaped my life because there are so many fine people who grew up at the same time. And we were very close, of course, all of us. And I've watched them. They've remained in Salisbury. And I've watched them mature and grow and become lawyers and doctors and nurses and
Educators.
educators. Oh yes. In fact, I'm also an educator. I taught kindergarten. I had 36 children. And so while my children were growing up, they attended the same school and North Hills Christian School. So, I believe very strongly in education. And let's see what else. You probably met some of the lawyers.
Oh yes, yes. Kennerly
Great.
sit in front of us in church. And of course, educators, Kay's across the street here.
And then we have Kettner.
Oh yes,
Glenn
yes,
Kettner.
Glenn. Yes, yes, yes. I see him
Yes.
at church too.
Right. Now, may I tell you a little story about the kids growing up? Because when I was in 7th grade, I've told this story several times tonight, but I was in 7th grade, sitting on my bed reading a book, Christmas Eve. And suddenly, my girlfriends came running in the front door into my bedroom, and they said, "Barbara, get up! We have to go. We're going to go caroling." I had to jump up and get dressed and go caroling because I had a big mouth.
And they wanted you to come sing.
Yeah. And so we had a wonderful time, and we went to Glenn Kettner's home, and we caroled for them, and then they invited us in for hot chocolate.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, and then we went on down the street, that's Maupin Avenue. We went on down the street to Spice Goods home, and they invited us in for hot chocolate. So we just had a glorious time.
And of course, you know that we have the caroling tradition that goes on now.
Yes, and I haven't been able to appreciate it or join in.
Well, for heaven's sake, you're just going to have to come. I will call you special and say, now come, the trolley is meeting at whoever house it's going to meet at, and you're going to have to come.
Okay, I want to know.
Because I set that up.
Great!
And we rent the trolley.
Oh, yes. That's
So we fill the trolley and go around at 6 or 8, maybe 8 or 9 houses, caroling to some of the older folks.
Yes. Now, we have been blessed by the choir a couple of times, and we just enjoyed that so much. It's so nice to be on the receiving end.
And it, well, for me, it's just been fun, to set up, caroling things, which I've done well over the years, many times.
You've done it many times.
But it's fun to do it here in the neighborhood. Little kids and middle age and older, and Jeff comes along and takes pictures. Well, thank you very
Yes,
much. You were
yes.
Barbara Stone originally on Second
That's
Street.
right. I added
And,
my little maiden name.
And now you're Barbara Hoffman
Yeah.
on Mitchell.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.